Hello and welcome to Rabbit Hole Research. I am Chevy Cool Lady bringing you a hot topic and a deep dive right into the pits of hell. Well, no, let's not, but let us be knowledgeable in our spiritual belief. Know your enemy, so you are not fooled by him. This is Chevy Cool Lady, thanks for joining me as we look into the phrase contract with the devil. I have been hearing this a lot lately in regard to some pretty famous people. Let's take a look at what we can find. Please like and subscribe to keep the cool content coming. What is a demonic contract, also known as a pact with the devil? It appears in legends, folklore, and literature. Let me delve into the details with you. I have been quite curious about this contract business and how it is supposed to work. Don't worry, I am not interested in making such a deal. Well, I am asking for a friend. Just kidding. The most famous example of a demonic contract is the legend of Faust. In this tale, a scholar named Faust makes a deal with the demon Mephistopheles. Faust seeks forbidden knowledge, power, and pleasure. In exchange, he agrees to give his soul to Mephistopheles after a specified period. The bargain often involves trading the soul for diabolical favors, which can include youth, knowledge, wealth, fame, and other desires. According to traditional beliefs about witchcraft, the pact occurs between a person and the devil or another demon. The individual willingly exchanges their soul for the promised benefits. Some people even make such pacts as a sign of recognizing the demon as their master, without expecting any specific favors in return. The contract can be oral or written. Oral pacts involve invocations, conjurations, or rituals to attract the demon. Once the demon is present, the person asks for the desired favor and offers their soul in exchange. Written pacts include a formal written agreement, often signed with the conjurer's blood. Specific terms and conditions are discussed thoroughly. The details must be precise and objective. Vague phrases like "for eternity" are prohibited. Once the contract is formed, a seal is placed on the human's body. For example, in the case of Seal Phantom Hive from the anime Kuroshitsuji, his seal is on his right eye. The seal is absolute, binding the human to the demon. It cannot be removed. The more visible the seal, the stronger the bond between the human and the demon. When the human's wish is fulfilled, the demon claims the person's soul, resulting in death. The outcome is often tragic, with eternal damnation for the foolhardy venturer. Some legends, however, add a comic twist where a clever individual outwits the devil. In literature and folklore, these contracts serve as cautionary tales about the dangers of greed, ambition, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Whether tragic or humorous, they remind us to be wary of making deals with supernatural entities.
First, let's take a look at Faust, hero of one of the most durable legends in Western folklore and literature, the story of a German necromancer or astrologer who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for knowledge and power. Faust, more than once, alluded to the devil as his schwager or crony, or today we would say homie, his good friend. The Faustian bargain, also known as a pact with the devil, is a captivating and cautionary tale that has left its mark on literature, folklore, and cultural imagination. Let's explore the essence of this intriguing concept. Faust is a character from German folklore and literature. He is a scholar who becomes disillusioned with his life and seeks greater knowledge and pleasure. In his despair, Faust makes a deal with the devil, often represented by Mephistopheles. We will talk more of him following this. The terms of the pact vary, but they typically involve Faust surrendering his soul in exchange for extraordinary powers and forbidden knowledge. Faust's intention is paradoxical. He seeks a higher good that is otherwise unattainable. However, the risk lies in dealing with the devil, who desires nothing more than to claim the person's soul. A pact with the devil is a risky accommodation. The person making the agreement must consider what they are trading to the devil. The devil is cunning and will use lies, tricks, and deception to achieve his goal, the person's soul. Few can resist being corrupted by the devil or the powers he grants. Even if successful, the outcome may lead to eternal damnation. Faust arrogantly believes he can control the devil. However, the church teaches that humans are inclined to sin, making them vulnerable to corruption. The original Faust legend serves as a morality tale. It warns against the dangers of greed, pride, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Faust's journey often ends in tragedy, emphasizing the consequences of making deals with supernatural forces. Discussions about technology often echo the Faustian theme. As we advance technologically, there is anxiety about the potential consequences. Even if one wins the bargain, God watches the outcome. The careless Christian risks eternal damnation. In Goethe's version, Faust makes not a contract but a wager with the devil. The struggle between Faust's desires, the devil's influence, and the pursuit of knowledge unfolds in this classic work. Remember, a pact with the devil is the ultimate gamble. One's soul hangs in the balance. Whether tragic or cautionary, the legend of Faust continues to captivate our imaginations. Mephistopheles, also known as Mephisto, is a demon featured in German folklore. His origins lie in the Faust legend, a captivating tale of ambition, temptation, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Let's explore more about this intriguing character. The name Mephistopheles has three possible meanings: not loving light, not loving Faust, or mephitic, pertaining to poisonous vapors arising from pools, caverns, and springs. Like sulfur, I suppose. In the legend, an ambitious scholar named Faust makes a deal with the devil at the price of his soul. Mephistopheles acts as the devil's agent, facilitating this pact. The legend revolves around Faust's pursuit of knowledge, power, and pleasure, and the tragic consequences of his bargain. Mephistopheles is associated with Faust's journey, torn between satanic pride and dark despair. Mephistopheles achieves tragic grandeur as a fallen angel. In Goethe's Faust, Mephistopheles is cold-hearted, cynical, and witty, a more subtle, but certainly a slighter creation. At the end of Goethe's drama, Faust's soul escapes from Mephistopheles while he is making improper advances to the angels that have come to rescue it. Mephistopheles embodies the allure of forbidden knowledge and the perilous consequences of making deals with supernatural forces. What is the Faustbuch? The Faustbuch, also known as the Faust Book, is one of the earliest surviving collections of tales about Faust. It was written by an anonymous author and generously attributes the narrated stories to a certain, and real, Dr. Faustus of Weimar. According to the story, Dr. Faustus was initially a superior student of theology who later turned away from God. He embraced the occult sciences and tragically entered into a pact with the demon Mephistopheles, ultimately paying the price with his life and soul. The Faustbuch contains a mix of sorcery, alchemy, astrology, and diabolical studies. It weaves together tales of ancient magi, including Merlin, Albertus Magnus, and Roger Bacon, attributing their deeds to Faust. The author vividly describes hell and the fearful state of mind of the merciless hero, as well as the creation of the savage, embittered, yet remorseful fiend Mephistopheles. The Faustbuch was speedily translated and read throughout Europe. Its realistic portrayal of hell and the character of Mephistopheles continues to evoke both terror and fascination. Each demon has a specific description or form they can take, ranging from monstrous to human-like. Some are described as powerful beasts, while others might appear as beautiful men or women. Every demon has a unique seal or sigil. These seals are crucial in rituals, as they are used to invoke and control the respective demon. I am curious about demonic seals. Let's dive in to find out what the internet has to say about these seals. Demonic seals, also known as sigils, play a significant role in demonology, occult practices, and ceremonial magic. These symbols are used to invoke and control specific demons. These seals are also displayed in every state as a seal of contract over the places we live. More about that later. Please stay with me until the end to hear about this. Here are some examples of demonic seals. Demonic seals, also known as sigils, play a significant role in demonology, occult practices, and ceremonial magic. These symbols are used to invoke and control specific demons. Here are some examples of demonic seals. King Baal. Baal is one of the 9 demon kings in the Ars Goetia. His sigil features a unique design that represents his power and dominion over 66 legions of demons. Baal can turn into a cat, toad, or man, and he grants the ability to become invisible. King Person. Person commands 22 legions of demons. His sigil depicts a man with the head of a lion, riding a bear. Some whisper that Person is more than a demon, an echo of ancient Egypt's sky god, Horus. Horus, with the falcon's head and the lion sphinx form, symbolized both sun and moon. Person, too, embodies this duality, a daytime demon whose planetary affinity lies with the moon. Person can find hidden things, reveal the past, present, and future, and summon familiars. Person appears in a man's body with the head of a lion, riding a large bear. Before him, a venomous viper heralds his approach. Equals King Asmodeus. Asmodeus is one of the 7 princes of hell, associated strongly with the sin of lust. Christians in the Renaissance considered him to be a king of the 9 hells. Asmodeus appears with 3 heads: man, bull, and ram. He has the tail of a serpent and can breathe fire like a dragon. Asmodeus rides a dragon and commands an army of 72 legions of demons. Asmodeus doesn't appear in the Bible but can be found in several other Abrahamic texts. He also appears in the Testament of Solomon and the Malleus Maleficarum. Asmodeus most commonly takes the form of a tall, well-dressed man with pointed ears, a beaky nose, a mouth that spits fire, and 2 extra heads flanking his human one of a ram and one of a bull. His legs are covered in bright feathers and have rooster-like or waterfowl-like feet, and he has the tail of a serpent or dragon. He rides a lion with the neck, tail, and wings of a dragon. He can take the form of a handsome, well-dressed man, but still must conceal one of his legs, which remains untransformed, feathery, and bird-footed. He may also keep his tail as well. He walks with 1 or 2 canes in this form, as his bird foot causes him to walk with a pronounced limp. He can also appear as a black dog. King Paimon. Paimon commands 200 legions of demons. His sigil represents his role as a teacher of sciences, philosophy, and arts. Paimon appears as a man with an effeminate face, riding a camel and wearing a crown. King Beleth. Beleth, also known as Belay or Byleth, commands 85 legions of demons. His sigil reflects his power and presence. Beleth is believed to ride a pale warhorse and test the courage of those who summon him. King Vine. Vine, both a king and an earl of hell, commands 36 legions of demons. His sigil shows a lion with a snake, riding a black horse. Vine can create storms, reveal hidden things, and provide knowledge of the past, present, and future. Remember that these sigils are powerful tools. Do not practice invoking demons. They came to steal, kill, and destroy. They will lie to you. Always approach such studies with prayer and cleansing through the blood of the Lamb. These sigils are powerful in and of themselves. They have vibration and frequency, and that is the summoning power of the evil one. The legend of Robert Johnson and the Crossroads is a captivating piece of music folklore that has intrigued many over the years. According to the legend, Robert Johnson, a blues musician from the Mississippi Delta in the early 1900s, was desperate to achieve musical greatness. Despite his dedication, his early attempts at music were met with criticism, and he didn't seem to improve. The story goes that Johnson disappeared for about 6 months, and when he returned, his musical abilities had transformed astonishingly. The legend says that during his absence, Johnson went to the crossroads of two highways in the Mississippi Delta, and at midnight, he met a large man dressed in black, believed by some to be the devil. Johnson is said to have made a deal to exchange his soul for the ability to become the greatest blues musician. When Johnson reappeared, he could sing, write music, and play the guitar with such skill that people swore they heard two guitars when he played, although no second guitarist was ever seen. This led to further speculation that the devil was playing alongside him. The crossroads, a symbol of life's choices and the hardships one faces, became a powerful metaphor in Johnson's music. His song, Crossroad Blues, reflects this metaphor, where he sings about standing at a crossroad, pleading for divine intervention to guide him towards a better life. Johnson's life and the mysterious circumstances of his death have only added to the mythos surrounding him. His influence on blues music is undeniable, and his legacy continues to inspire musicians around the world. Many people throughout history and right into the modern day have sought the demands for power, wealth, and sex. Some have even achieved their goals, but in the end, they lost their souls. It's a sad deal. Here are a few more contracts to ponder. A legendary story from the Middle Ages tells of Theophilus, a cleric who allegedly made a pact with the devil to regain his position after being unjustly dismissed. Theophilus signed a contract with Satan, but later repented and sought forgiveness from the Virgin Mary. His story is one of redemption and divine intervention. Giuseppe Tartini and Niccolò Paganini, these virtuoso violinists, were rumored to have made deals with supernatural entities to achieve unparalleled musical skill. Tartini's famous composition, Devil's Trill Sonata, is said to have been inspired by a dream in which he played alongside the devil himself. While the concept of making a pact with the devil is deeply rooted in folklore and religious beliefs, there are occasional modern claims or stories that echo this ancient motif. However, it's important to note that these are often metaphorical, artistic expressions, or part of a persona adopted by individuals in the entertainment industry rather than literal claims of supernatural agreements. For example, some musicians and artists have used the imagery of a deal with the devil as a metaphor for the sacrifices and moral compromises they feel they've made in pursuit of fame and success. These stories are typically shared as part of a larger narrative or persona and are not meant to be taken as factual accounts. In popular culture, the idea persists as a powerful symbol representing the human experience of temptation and the perceived cost of ambition. It's a theme that continues to inspire books, movies, music, and other forms of storytelling, reflecting the timeless struggle between good and evil, morality, and desire. It's also worth mentioning that the concept of a pact with the devil can sometimes be used to explain or rationalize success or talent that seems beyond the ordinary, attributing it to supernatural causes rather than hard work or innate skill. In any case, such claims should be approached with a critical eye, recognizing the blend of myth, symbolism, and storytelling that often surrounds them. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe to be part of my cool subclub. I appreciate you so very much. Take my advice. Don't get into the devil's bargains. They cost more than you want to spend, keep you longer than you want to stay, and take you where you don't want to be. See ya in the next video. I love you.